Impossible. Alaska's liberation is imminent. Death is a preferable alternative to communism. Democracy is non-negotiable. Ah! No! Tactical assessment. Red Chinese victory. Impossible. Alaska's liberation is imminent. A communist target acquired. Communism is a lie.
They bleed just like anything else.
Communism is the very definition of failure. Significant obstruction detected. Composition. Titanium alloy supplemented by enhanced photonic resonance barrier. Established stratagem inadequate. Revised stratagem. Initiate photonic resonance overcharge. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American.
Watch this. Head for the control room, and keep your head down.
Target locked.
You again. I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this. You're in over your head, I'm afraid. But this is the path you choose for yourself. Tell your father I said hello.
Well, that takes care of that. By now, the Pride should be mopping up whatever opposition is left outside. Let's get this room secured.
Hello? Hello, is anyone there?
Dr. Lee, it's Sarah Lyons. I'm in the control room. We're both here. What's going on?
I've been monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now. If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws? So that's how it is? So much for chivalry. Fine, I'll do it. But I need the code. What? Are you out of your mind? We'll both die if this thing doesn't get turned on. Who knows how many other people will die too? Give me the damn code. You can't do this. Give me the code. You have to give me that code. If you won't turn this thing on, you have to at least let me do it. How can you do this? You have to give me that code. If you won't turn this thing on, you have to at least let me do it.
Yes, lover. You're always welcome to take whatever you want, lover. Honey, you're out of your mind if you think I'm going in there. Find yourself another guinea pig. Whatever you say, honey. What do you think you're doing? Yes, lover. Watch it! Don't do that again.
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now. If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to... Not exactly... So... You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here. No one will. Thank you.
Good to see you.
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
You have to give me that code. If you won't...
If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One... Not... I wish that were true. Really, I do. But one of us... not arguing, believe me. But one of us has to go in there now. We don't have time to stand... You're going to have to be quick about it. I won't forget...
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The Capital Wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, and the lone wanderer ultimately surrendered to the vices that had claimed so many others. Selfishness, greed, cruelty. These were the values that guided a lost soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues: sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Sadly, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the wanderer agreed. Humanity would be preserved, but only in its purest form. The waters of life flowed at last, but the virus contained within soon eradicated all those deemed unworthy of salvation. The Capital Wasteland, despite its progress, became a graveyard. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
The Enclave is retreating. We have a location isn't going to help at all. We have enough.
You mean comatose? After all this, to be left in a state like that? Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up. despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered. Yes, she's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough. Please, relax. Everything is fine. You were brought back to the Citadel after some sort of energy spike in the purifier. You and Sarah were both knocked unconscious. Quite a bit has happened since then. Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces. Yes, it did. We've been distributing the water as best we can. There have been reports of some problems, but we're dealing with them. Without your assistance, this never would have been possible. We all owe both you and your father a great deal of thanks. Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you. Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us. Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this. She's right here to see that you've recovered. The outcasts are a result of my greatest mistake. But a mistake when I came here, I realized for the first... I chose to help them, even if it meant putting the dissenters left. Only in a very broad sense. The Brotherhood's oaths, the outcasts, and members of the Brotherhood. After all, they say, everyone knows how to make another human, but the secrets to making a peanut. Even now, a year after they left the wound, some of my soldiers are angry about it. They see it as an insult. Others understand that I can't blame them, but has it been worth the cost in lives and resources to protect people like you? You tell me. I suspect my daughter's squad helped save your life. And most... It's cost us, but we've saved many lives and made the capital wasteland. Yes. The Brotherhood is an old organization. The Brotherhood began on the West Coast and exists in truth. The Brotherhood of honor, truth, courage. Our orders were and are to acquire any... But when I realized the extent of the super mutant threat, unfortunately my superiors back west disagree with my assessment of the situation. And that, in any event, the Enclave... It's been over 20 years since we arrived. With the arrival of the Enclave, I have a terrible feeling the super mutant... Vault 87, where you found the Gek? We've never been able to penetrate the raid. This information... My child, you seem to have learned more in the past. As you know, I had my reservations about engaging the Enclave. Their assault on the Purifier forced our hand. And once that engagement... So, we have spent the time since you and I last spoke. Systematic... Liberty Prime has proven... The Brotherhood has taken over control of the... If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley. Please be careful.
Did you need something? Unit deactivating. This troop is hitting the rack. Presence detected. This unit has activated.
Can I be of assistance? Talk. Glad. Steel be with you.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Can I be of assistance? Talk. Steel be... If there's anything I can do to help, please just... You have? Oh my. If you have the time... Very well. It's as simple as this. I need someone to collect... Bring them to me so that I can record the Fallen Brothers in the scrolls, and I will... Yeah. It is my duty to provide... Scrolls are kept by the head librarian of each Brotherhood bunker. The scrolls are a record of the Brotherhood itself. Into each scroll is written the name and deeds of each of our brothers. The last entry for each brother is that brother's death. It is important, and so, as I told you, with the increase in super mutant activity, and any soldier that I would ask to do this task is one less soldier fighting in the field. As much as I hate, they are on our fallen. As I said, many of the units in the field We have access to a great deal of technology. I will be able to offer you caps for the tags you bring me, but from time to time, my thoughts haven't changed. Hopefully before long we won't have to think. The Order of the Sword is responsible for Actually, I am Proctor. The Brotherhood has been battling super mutants for decades. First out. But this group of super mutants is different somehow. Physically, yes, but mentally... We believe in technology. We believe in trust. And we believe in victory. Elder Lyons leads us. Star Paladin Cross is his seneschal. Sentinel Lyons, the Elder's daughter. The Paladins lead the night. Scribe Rothschild oversees... Have you? It saddens me to hear of my fallen brethren, but their names shall be written into the scrolls, to be remembered forever. As for you, here's your reward.
Talk to you for an hour. Yes.
Bored. Can we go yet? Oh. And... Oh.
Help but wonder what's going to happen. We're pushing the Enclave back, but how far is this going to go?
Look, we've won every engagement we've been in so far. We've got that robot on our side. Everything will be fine.
Welcome! If there's anything I can do to help,
needs. Well, it's good to see. I assume. Has he told you what's been going on? If you would, please step over to... I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed. They then suffered a second defeat at the Purifier. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions? If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll tell you what I can. Otherwise, I'll alert him that... I'm afraid. Predominantly because the Elder won't like some of what I have to say. But... well, Lyons will tell you it's because we're protect... most others here will... I'm here for two reasons. One, Lyons needs me. Two, take a look around you. Access to this kind of technology and the benefits it could provide. We arrived here in 55, established ourselves in the Citadel within the first few months. The Elder... Performance is He's been especially effective against the Enclave's vertibirds, for which we're fine-tuning his programming as we go, but on the whole, I'm pleasant. It's as I always suspected. Prime's real issue was energy management, and when Dr. Lee helped us solve that problem, well, the rest was easy. It was determined that the Brotherhood should directly... Scribe Bigsley was placed in charge of the operation. Could I? Yes, will I?
Hail.
You honor us with your presence here.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Stepped up patrols in the downtown DC ruins in response to increasing sightings of everybody's favorite freaks, the super mutants. Without our buddies from the Brotherhood, I'm guessing the entire Capital Wasteland would have been overrun a long time ago. If you see a knight or a paladin out there fighting your battles for you, give them a big thanks. Or even better, some ammo. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you.
Bottle cap for your sauce. That's the end of that.
Target end up.
Hey, you're awake. All right. Paladin Tristan is just inside. He's waiting for you.
Everything's above board.
Well, well, look who's back amongst the living. Some of us were starting to wonder if you and Sarah... Well, fine. Word has it the Enclave has a base on the other side of this tunnel operating as a communications hub. We break them here, they might just give up. As soon as I give the word... Not like they did at the Pure. We got the sense that after you took care of their headquarters, they didn't have... So they haven't been as coordinated. Some surround... But don't let that fool you. If we can keep the pressure on, then we win. Well, you saw most of the fighting outside. The robot paved the way for us. We just mopped up the opposition while you and... After that, hell if I know. Once we'd locked down the perimeter and gotten word that the Purifier was running, we headed in to look for you. Found you and Sarah both on... We'll strip the place for any usable... Anything after that, if there's any information. But... Oh... It's been pretty...
Can we go yet? Oh, yeah. Whatever you say, huh?
Standard for the last week. Or so. We get intel on positions, go in and burn them out. The tin can does most of the